Hello, YouTube. Hi. How are you doing? You having a good day, good night? I hope
That's
so.
the most.
And if not, I hope that this will make it better. And there's the salute again.
The day when the flag comes, and that day is coming. It's yours, it's yours, it's your flag in the sky.
You know I love it, but you're making Moone's job a little bit harder in the first minute of the edit.
Big kids flag.
Alright, and now we're back to the proper mode for exploration of a topic. Thank you for that moment. Update, he came down to the boiler room to feed me gummy worms. Okay, I love that lure. We're keeping that. We are keeping that in. Okay, I am back from the boiler room feeding Moone his gummy worms for the evening. Now they'll be able to do their job without a rumbly belly. Elf Geek, thank you for the 20 months of Prime. Appreciate it. Tonight, we are exploring a project from a creator called Forky, called Scenes of the Past, a Dreamcore Weirdcore series. Around this time of year, on the lead up to Cabin Fever Dreams, I feel it's proper to explore some more fugue state kind of projects. Stuff that really feels like you woke up and it's 3 a.m. and you can't really go back to sleep and you're still a little bit in alpha brain waves, little bit of theta. You feel just a bit off. All of a sudden your vest disappears. It's a strange kind of dream, you know? Interesting vibes. I love that stuff for this time of year. Winter is kind of the best for that, especially that period of movements straight into spring and Cabin Fever Dreams, where we really just kind of have more of that fugue state feeling, but it gets sillier and a bit crazier. But this is the more serious, mystical, what's on the TV, on the unmarked channels kind of period, you know? So I wanted to start bringing that in. And the month is going to have a bit of that, and it's an especially good play, I think, after what we just experienced from Kane Pixels with People Still Live Here, because that is definitely more of that Dreamcore, Weirdcore kind of thing. So I've had this on my list for a while to take a look at, and we are going to explore it tonight. It should be very vibey, very dreamy. It will have moments of silence in the VOD, if you're watching on VOD, because I did take a look ahead and there's going to be just a couple touches here and there of content ID music, so we're going to go ahead and clean that out. Because obviously, I can't just run that, so there might be little periods of silence, but it should not be the majority of the project. I did check on that. Right now, the project is up to 8 installments, with the last one being about a month ago that it was released. Without further ado, I'll go ahead and move us over to the corner of the office, and we'll get going. And here we are with episode 1 of Sins of the Past, Interference. (2/20/1977). Okay, actually, February is a great time to be doing this. Wow. I hadn't even anticipated that. Cool. Large portions of the following... well. Don't move so fast now, please. Large portions of the following footage have been tampered with or deleted entirely. Because of this, key context is missing that is needed to fully understand what is being shown. Footage that remains will begin in 2, 1...
So I pick one body part and I find out anything I want to know about it. I just want to find out about my daughter's dreams, and if it's not you controlling them, then who the hell is it?
You should know her very well. Why don't we take a walk together? Just you and I. Down Charlotte's Hall of Dreams.
Oh, this is already awesome. We have what looks like POV thermal imaging of this guy approaching his child while sleeping, monitored with a mic as well, asking about the state of his daughter's dreams. Let's play that again just to get some context.
Pick one body part and I find out anything I want to know about it. I just want to find out about my daughter's dreams, and if it's not you controlling them, then who the hell is it?
You should know her very well. Why don't we take a walk together? Just you and I. Down Charlotte's Hall of Dreams.
Okay, the name is Charlotte. Actually, that might not be the daughter. That might be whoever's messing with the dreams. That's quite a face.
Please, please, please don't kill me. I'll help. Whatever you want. I'll do the job. I'll do it for free. I won't
Wow. Okay, so I love how almost immediately we're getting the dream in Dreamcore as a whole element of the plot here. To experience dreams like this as if they're playable is a really cool concept. These are some very strange dreams for an infant to be receiving. It's almost like they're meant for the father more than the infant here. It's giving LSD simulator and Yume Nikki. Yeah, there's probably going to be touches of that. Don't think it's the infant's dream, but perhaps what he's projecting on her. Okay, we might be able to get more clarification on that. The arcade setting is clear. Then keep going. Yeah, there's a guilt here, which, okay, the title definitely gives that away ahead of time. Oh. Oh, this movement. I love that. Wow.
Hey, take home a movie today. Play movie stuff.
I wonder how this was composed. Like, it's so heavily stylized. It must be multiple steps of creativity. Your father will wake up soon, so I'll leave you with one last gift. Congrats. You got the rose. How do you feel? After learning about Tia, I'm sorry. Your dad is coming soon. Until next time. Moone says, this is how I feel when I take... And this is how things look when I take Mucinex. But that's actually, like, funny enough. So, little lesson for you about unfiction and internet projects overall. Dreamcore and Weirdcore stuff has been around for a while, and that's definitely the idea, is to provide that kind of sense where you are just a little bit messed up, or a good deal messed up. Like, you're sick, you're waking up in the middle of the night, you're slugging something back that's making your brain a little bit wonky, and yet you don't hate it. That it's its own special feeling of warped that you're going through. Like you've unlocked a special sort of altered state for a human being to experience. That's just a whole category of things that people have made over time. And stuff that has little bits of that feeling baked into it as it's going through its narrative. So that comment is actually right on point. That's very much the purpose. So we have to place who Tia is in all this. King is gone. It's just someone now. Earlier you talked about who was controlling the dreams with him, yes? Do you get it now, Bill? Oh, and now we're a step back. This is a tale brought to you. No, this is a tale brought on by your own sins. I better not see you cry now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
One-winged angel!
Oh, Mr. Lewis. argument. She kept trying to get on me about how I got hurt and how she could help, and everything she usually says. She doesn't even sugarcoat that she thinks I'm weak and that I can't take care of myself. I mean, she's literally beat people up for me. All for a prick like me. Everything you all think I worked for, every little play I've acted for, it wasn't even my work, it was all Charlotte. Yeah, I did the acting, and yeah, I went up there on stage, but she's the one that set me up with everything. She helped me memorize my lines. She helped me move around on stage when I couldn't. Do you know how horrible I feel when I trip on stage without her? How horrible it is to know that I can't do anything without her help? Sorry. You didn't need to hear all that.
Okay, and now we got a character list. All right. Okay. Tia, Bill, King. We've got Charlotte. Hmm. Okay, cool. So let's see if we can piece this together a little bit better. We've got Bill, right, with his daughter, trying to figure out what's going on with dreams that seem to be hijacked and has to do with something that happened, something that he seemed to have done regarding Tia and Charlotte.
I just want to find out about my daughter's dreams, and if it's not you controlling them, then who the hell is it?
You should know her very well. Why don't we take a walk together? Just you and I. Down Charlotte's Hall of Dreams.
Okay. Charlotte's Hall of Dreams. So the dreams here do belong to Charlotte, who has been affected. Charlotte, the sister of Tia, who she stuck up for a lot. And that's being channeled into Bill's infant daughter in order for him to get messages? Okay.
Please, please, please don't kill me. I'll help with whatever you want. I'll do the job. I'll do it for free. I won't nothing.
So that would be Tia. Yeah, Charlotte settles dreams. So we have the sisters, Charlotte and Tia settle. We have Bill here, and we have King, who appears to be the voice taking Bill into Charlotte's dreams. So what we're witnessing here are Charlotte's dreams. And it seems that Charlotte is playing according to how things go at the end. Because we do see... you have a choice. Charlotte makes the wrong choice. I'm just studying now so that we can properly piece this together. Was that Tia? Okay, so in the transfer, Charlotte thought that she just saw Tia. I can't handle a dream like this again. I need... to wake up. Okay. So it's like something that Charlotte did here. Charlotte did something here that she's being tormented over in her dreams regarding Tia. Where Bill factors in, we don't quite know yet. So it might be that Bill didn't actually do anything. At the very least, we understand that Charlotte did something. Or maybe didn't do something. Maybe this is going to turn out to be a case in which Charlotte actually did not stick up for Tia at some point. Which is why the ending of this video is as it is, with Tia going over how dependent she was. Let's see. Welcome in, Sark Sori. Good to have you. And thank you for the tier 1. I love how we're just one episode in and we're already theorizing. That's what makes a great project, right? That's what makes a really good loaded up intro, is it gets you in there, it immerses you, you learn characters, you learn some setting, and you got questions immediately enough to really start trying to weave some threads. It's not always necessary. Gaining curiosity and providing an empathetic foothold is necessary in your project when you open something up, but having it so strong in its initial opening that you are starting to try to piece things together, that's pretty damn good. And of course, this is saying nothing yet of the awesome creativity on display. Like this arcade area alone, I am immediately curious about how this was crafted. Like, are these photos? Is this a digital environment created through Unity and then recorded and run through a filter and then placed inside of this frame? Look at the way that the lighting is highly suggestive of an old TV. Actual analog technology, you know? I really love that. Even the beginning had some echoes of that. Preview. In 2/20/1977. And then there's this to factor in. Large portions of the following footage have been tampered with or deleted entirely. Because of this, key context is missing that is needed to fully understand what is being shown. This is an excellent point. From Cat of Rivia. I do love how this reflects how dreams tend to look when you're trying to remember them. Yeah. Yeah, this is a great way to actually interpret that kind of blur. It seems like Bill is the father. From all of this information, it seems as if Bill is the father, and the infant is a third child. There was talk just now from Tia about being reborn, because Charlotte will die too. Listen. Your father will wake up soon, so I'll leave you with one last gift. You're gonna die too, aren't you? It's okay, you'll be reborn together. Congrats, you got the rose. How do you feel? After learning about Tia. And your dad is coming soon. Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of information in here. You just need to kind of run it back and pay attention and line some stuff up. It does appear to be that Bill is the father from this context. We might need a little bit more in order to lock that in properly, but that seems to be what's going on. And Charlotte would soon die. So Tia is dead. Whatever happened, Tia's dead. Charlotte was left with the trauma. And probably Bill, if that is the father. And Charlotte was receiving dreams from Tia, prophesying her death too, but they would be reborn. King is gone. It's just someone now. Earlier you talked about who was controlling the dreams with him, yes? Do you get it now, Bill? Okay. So this is the interference. There's another character coming in here and messing up what King is doing to bring Bill through Charlotte's dreams. The letters were me before they stood up and changed, yeah. I don't know if it was an I.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
What if that's not a wing? What if that's Tia bleeding out? And it looks like a wing? We'll find out later, won't we?
Oh, Mr. Lewis. Nap. Well, it's just... Charlotte and I had an argument.
Mr. Lewis. Okay, maybe we'll get more about Mr. Lewis later.
She kept trying to get on me about how I got hurt and how she could help, and everything she usually says. She doesn't even sugarcoat that she thinks I'm weak and that I can't take care of myself. I mean, she's literally beat people up for me. All for a prick like me. Everything you all think I worked for, every little play I've acted for, it wasn't even my work, it was all Charlotte. Yeah, I did the acting, and yeah, I went up there on stage, but she's the one that set me up with everything. She helped me memorize my lines. She helped me move around on stage when I couldn't. Do you know how horrible I feel when I trip on stage without her? How horrible it is to know that I can't do anything without her help? Sorry. You didn't need to hear all that.
And Charlotte makes the wrong choice to keep dreaming. Alright, so we have 2 layers of tormenting people in a family here. We have the first layer, which is Charlotte, tormented by whatever happened to Tia. Then, in exploring Charlotte's dreams, we have Bill, who seems to be the father, and the interference portion, right here, this is to torment him about what happened. So with that information, let's keep on going now to Township.mp4 Township, which we found the Township card. Wow, I hit that right on the head. Nice. Bullseye. Oh. Okay, wait. We gotta see who the logins were. Agent Man and Agent Millie. Okay. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's the place from our last exploration! Watch out for the shepherd! And the railroad crossings! I didn't plan that. I didn't plan that, guys. Honest to God. Township has little to do with the disappearances in Windsor. It is unlikely that there's a larger conspiracy at play when it comes to this company. Please direct all efforts towards frequent visitors of their locations. Thank you. Yeah, it did not mean a place, it seemed. It meant a site. Will you make him climb? The choice is yours. Without arms, that task is a little difficult. Smoking on the job? We'd fire you if there was anybody else conveniently star-shaped. Oh, this is tough. I feel as if I should be rating this. It's kind of hard to examine this from this position. There's truly something special to be held with communication in the modern day. The entire world made it easier and easier for us to contact you, whether you have a complaint about one of our locations or you just want to send a hello our way. This is the page for you. I didn't expect this chat to still work. Hey there. Please have your details so we can contact you even if you are no longer on the site. What's this chat for again? Asking questions about the company and whatnot, though. I guess I wasn't expecting somebody else to be on. You're an employee, right? Yeah, sorta. The job is getting pretty dead-end. I doubt the company's lasting another year or two. Whole thing down in Windsor really put a hit in the company. Oh yeah, that's actually why I'm here, to investigate that. Oh, are you with the police? You could say that, yes. Well, I'll tell you, Township has never been very open about their intimations. intentions. It was a little blurry there. You gotta love the style work that's gone into this. It's making it a bit hard, but it's really great style work. Like, damn. What do you mean not open about their intention? Oh, I'm not saying they had anything to do with those disappearances, since I really doubt that, but it's worth looking into, I guess. What do you mean not open about their intentions? Hello? Come visit Moonlight Acres. Look, Moon, there's a place named after you! We might have to investigate that. You might be owed royalties. Player of the Week. One random player is chosen every week from our long list of archives collected from location to location based on their skill and points received in games. Whew. Umbra, as far as we can tell, are an explanation for a majority of paranormal sightings reported throughout history. Whether it be demons, spirits, ghosts, as far as we can tell, they explain most of them, even the more far-fetched concepts. And Umbra, as far as we can discern, is simply an entity that is obsessed with the idea of evolution and perfection, whether consciously or unconsciously. In every case we have seen so far, this obsession with perfection has been physical. Umbras tend to stick to one object or sometimes even concepts after their human death. What's most common from what we have gathered is an object valuable to them close to their place of death, a family relic, a gift to them from somebody dear, things like that. Maybe a rose? When upgrading, they tend to use objects around whatever they possess to the best of their ability. If they died around wood, the forms or stages they take on may begin to look very wood or tree-like. If they died in the snow, snowflake, so on and so forth, attempting to construct a perfect form, more humanoid. But could there possibly be other forms of upgrading? Oh, this is interesting. After their human death. So you have people dying who are secretly Umbras, and they become some kind of evolutionary track similar to something they were attached to. Shit, what page are you on now? Says you're on the Umbra page. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Can you not access the page? No? Interesting. Stay on standby. I'll text you if I need anything. It's Bootoon says, is that why she said, are you ready to be reborn in the last episode? Could be. Says I need some kind of login. Our website doesn't have profiles, that's odd. Can you take a look around your archives or something like that? Excuse me! I was reading that. Take a look around your archives or something like that for any sort of list of users. I'm not sure if we have anything like that, but I'll give it a look. Stay here. Got it. Okay, back with the info. Charlotte's Little Thing at hotmail.com. Dream Machine. Alright, this is really getting interesting. It already was interesting, but okay. Okay, now we're really getting into it. No you don't. That should be a working login. Turns out there's certain things on the website that were never put to fruition that involved logins, online games and such. You have here a video in a project where the entire perspective here is some kind of private investigator on their computer, old computer, exploring a GeoCities page and doing the ARG player thing of figuring out secret pages and logins to access information. I fucking love this. How incredibly creative. Usually we're the people doing this. So to see this is awesome. Oh, wow. Yeah, you, Charlotte, your sister, Tia, and then your, I'm guessing, father. You've been granted access to this list of special persons on account of you yourself being one of them. Do not take this for granted. Think of it as an exchange of information. The information we have is limited. We've gathered what we can from various sources, such as your dreams and people who have been known. No, people who have known these people. If you have anything to add, please message us with the on-site messaging app. So, this company, this website, analyzes dreams. Okay, maybe it is a dream machine. I'm in. Thanks. I know Moone's gonna have fun with that edit.
Hackerman voice.
You know it. See, we have such a rapport now. And this has happened so many times going through stuff where I just get a sense during streams of where Moone might play with certain things. And I always happily anticipate it. But then there's always moments where they surprise the shit out of me. I'm just cackling at the edit that's been made. Your love. Oh, is that Ruthie or Authie? Looks like Ruthie to me. Your love. I thought it was your love. Okay. It's your bat sense. Well, you know, I got the ears myself now. And my nose. And my muzzle. Although in other places, this batty kind of muzzle has made some people believe I'm a wolf. Which, you know, kind of tough to deal with that and constantly correct people. Aw, Hoodie Ninja, thank you for gifting a sub to Dear Moon. I honestly wish, like, I could, like, this is one of those Twitch things where it's like, if I could successfully have my friggin' mods or VIPs set up with automatic perks of gifted subs, that would be lovely. You know, they kind of deserve that if they're doing stuff for me, if they're homies on the channel. But no, Twitch doesn't want to innovate in the most obvious ways that everybody constantly asks about their innovation for. But thank you, Hoodie Ninja. Congrats, Moon, now you get the Popcat! It seems to think I'm Charlotte. So far as I'm aware, Charlotte was presumed dead towards the end of that horrible stream of events, no? Oh, it says your name is Charlotte Settle now. I have zero clue who that is. Okay. How did I know you were gonna end with the feet? I thought I had it something hit my. I had a little intuition kick in as soon as I was talking about the emotes. I was going to say Popcat, but immediately it flashed to my mind. He's gonna use the feet. He's gonna use the feet. So there it is at the end, a line of Popcats and then the beans. Oh wow! If Charlotte read this from her own profile, that's rough. Tall, loud, annoying. Charlotte appeared to be extremely short-tempered with little patience for anyone, including her own friends. She could be comfortably placed within the bully stereotype you often only see in cheesy movies, except it was rare for her to be stopped by some courageous hero main protagonist. She was often seen in the arcade nearest to her, or caring for her little sister Tia. Despite her rude demeanor and way of going about things, Charlotte found little comfort in doing anything that wasn't helping her friends and family achieve what she believed to be their purpose. Perhaps it was because of her own lack of one. Wow, that's rough. Yeah, this did backfire big time. Holy crap. Jeez, imagine getting into a website that can analyze your dreams and being dressed down and read for filth. I mean, from Tia's account, we understand why she was this way. At least some part of it. But it's usually indicative of some kind of mistreatment or unfulfillment happening somewhere else, creating that anger and that need to lash out at people or assert power. Your love, Ruthie. Okay. You know what? Anybody else picking up immediately what I just picked up? Think about the time period. Think about it. It was the 70s, apparently, right? The Dreams. Arcade nearby. But we're also, even if that's some kind of strange thing happening there and it's not the actual time frame, and what we're in now is the time frame for this use of Windows, and her love was Ruthie, perhaps she was having some issues because she knew she loved girls. It might be the self-protective bully due to being in the closet and figuring that out kind of thing going on here. This is probably going that direction. I mean, I will be... We still gotta see what Ruthie says, but I'm thinking so. All right, so Tia Settle was a rather on-the-whim person. Very little stayed consistent about her during her life other than her dream to one day be an actress. Something that Charlotte Settle undoubtedly played a huge role in building up before Tia's unfortunate passing. Yeah, called that one. Well, no, we were told that one. Not called, we were told that. Based on Charlotte's dreams, it would appear her killer lured her in with promises of working towards her acting dreams without the help of Charlotte's. Oh. It's likely that Tia was very insecure in her own ability to do things, doubled by her visual impairment. It was known she was bullied or generally disregarded in her class. Is it also possible Charlotte became a bully in order to protect Tia? Like that literally is the reason that she turned into such an abrasive person. That it was kind of overhauling who she was for Tia's sake. But now we know what happened to Tia. It was a murder. Yeah, Tia even said her sister beat up people who were teasing her. This is all incredibly fascinating. I love the format that we're learning all of this in. And it is incredibly clear from the get-go that this is a creator who had so much of this plot figured out and written out before they got going. Really thought about the character of things. Huge respect and admiration for this approach and this kind of preparedness. Look at the flower up top. Remember the rose? Like, that's not a rose shape, but that is a flower. Alright. Huh. Ruthie appears to have the more traumatic past of the whole friend group. It's unknown what happened to her. We know that her brother King killed their two parents before finally succumbing to a shot to the head administered by Ruthie. Holy grimdark! Her family had quite the inheritance to leave behind, and yet Ruthie has touched almost none of it. It appears that she liked to spend any money she did touch on odd clothing combinations. Quiet, patient, and quite easy to push around. Ruthie is nothing like her partner. There you go. Yeah, that really did escalate fast, huh? Whew. That's not a lore bomb, that's a lore NATO. Holy crap. Quickest way I can run this down. It is a Dreamcore web series that is actually using exploration of collected dreams from a teenage girl whose younger sister was murdered, and then she seemed to die herself. And we have a private investigator character exploring a website for the company that collected her dreams. And the girl's father might be, is in the picture and exploring the dreams from the past that are being channeled through his new infant daughter? Yeah. Are the dreams coming through the daughter, the infant daughter, because Charlotte was reborn? That might be the case. Yeah, we have to think about the Umbra thing, right? Oh, well, when you say it like that, it sounds perfectly normal. Thank you. But then there's King. And we heard King last time, right? Walking Bill through the dreams? We know that her brother King killed their two parents before finally succumbing to a shot to the head administered by Ruthie. Wow. Oh, that's a GIF. Oh! Two snowbirds cross, two unfortunate fates. Intertwined, they now lie, their flesh mingling. You did this, Charlotte. And you will fix it.
Can you still hear me, Charlotte?
Did we miss this chatter here? There's like entire autobiographies in here. I'm aware Township was very locally based throughout its locations and community centered. Did you all ever make video games centered around town residents? Oh yeah, that was a pretty common thing. Wow, what a concept. Any idea what the hell I just watched? Hello? I'll be back on tomorrow. Huh. Deleting Township?
Mom probably saw whatever that was too.
Excuse me? That was great.
Mom probably saw whatever that was too.
Somebody, I don't know the name, saw whatever that was too. Oh, I don't know what she says there.
Mom probably saw whatever that was too.
Somebody probably saw whatever that was too.
Probably saw whatever that.
Come on.
Mom probably saw whatever that was too.
Ah, who was it? It almost sounded like Mark? Or Mom? Might have been Mom? That's cool. Webcam recording. You aren't Charlotte. Do not try to investigate this again. Huh. Wasn't one of the agents named Mark? Maybe. Will a scared rabbit clinging to a wolf ever have a good conclusion? The snowbird that landed its wings so gracefully on the wolf is gone. The bear that offered such love for this wolf was ultimately led to the same fate as the poor snowbird. And yet the young rabbit still clings, finding itself belonging nowhere else, until even the wolf, the ruiner of all, finds itself a new home for the young rabbit. And eventually, the wolf lets its unbreakable guard down, allowing itself to find solace in the rabbit as well. Landubs has something here. In literature, snowbirds typically symbolize a person escaping harsh conditions or the passage of time, if that's at all helpful to the theorizing. Yeah, in New England, we actually have people we call snowbirds who leave to go down to Florida for the winter. Agent Millie. Agent Man. Okay. Drum roll, please. Obviously, Tia. No, we kind of do. Wow. Fuck, this is cool. This is Charlotte. Did somebody take that info from us? The camera fell. This is incredibly creative stuff. Even that little bit of humor right there, that's a magnificent touch. This feels like a Five Nights Pixel cutscene unlocked to unrated violence editions. Stop it, I don't wanna die here. Please, I want to see Charlotte. Please, what did I ever do to you? That so much. No, it hurt so much. It hurt so much. Jeez. Did she die on the way home? Looks like the woods. Oh! No. No, this is a different character. 11/16, 195. It probably should be 1995, right? Or maybe not. I've been walking around thinking for hours, and the TV buzzing in the background isn't helping the headache. I know. I'll call Ruthie. Phone's in the hallway.
Yes,
Hey, Ruthie.
Charlotte? Why'd you call? It's so early.
Yeah, so, did Tia stop by your place last night? We got into a bit of an argument, and she just stormed off. I'm really worried here, Ruthie. I mean, with her inability to see and all.
Tia? No, she hasn't come here. I haven't seen her in a while. Did you try calling Jay?
No. She wouldn't be with him. She doesn't exactly like him all that much. She just tolerates him at best. I just can't think of anybody else to call. She doesn't really have any friends outside of us, you know?
That's true. Maybe she just made a friend? Maybe she's just having a sleepover?
With the argument we had? Hell no.
Did you tell your parents?
Yeah, they were out having a date night. Dad was acting really out of it recently, and Mom wanted to do something nice for him. But now they're out looking for her.
I'm sure she'll turn up eventually today. Try and relax.
Shiloh's saying absolutely adore the eclectic mix of art styles used throughout this. Massively agreed. Well, we knew that was coming from some imagery from earlier. Harmony, though. Mom, what did you see at the arcade? At her dead cold feet for hours, something calling for help. When the blank arrived, it was chalked down to nothing but something from losing her youngest child. Charlotte, something keep the teddy bear unable to do anything, something she failed. Charlotte was the one who let Tia die, and Nina, yeah, looked at her cold defeat. Jeez.
This is Joseph.
What did you see at that arcade? Lost her child. Harmony was the mother. Harmony was the mother. The woman we see here, unable to bear losing her youngest child. Harmony was the mother. Tia must have died at the arcade. So then the mother gave up in despair.
This is Joseph.
You didn't think I would let it be that boring, did you?
Meet
Let
Nina.
the questioning begin.
Cut the shit. You don't give a fuck about how I feel. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. And I don't have to tell you jack shit. Should a cop really be talking like this? And you don't know what you're talking about. I didn't kill anyone, so bite me. The only thing I will tell you is a little bit about what we argued about. Tia had a rough day of school that day. Some kids got a few hits on her. She didn't tell me who. Said something about me always doing shit for her, not letting her be independent. After that, she stormed off and I didn't see her again.
In the same room my father killed you, Tia. And who's Nina? Is Nina a bully of Tia's? Is the father the wolf referenced? I don't know. A gloved hand, yeah. In the same room my father killed you, Tia. Charlotte's father? The knife stabbing the red background could be how the murder went. Yeah, that violence definitely feels indicative. The paper cutout and animation approach is absolutely cool. This series stays so incredibly inventive. It's like you want to watch just for the sake of seeing how delicious it can become visually, what it can serve you next, the sheer creativity of it. Old Insomnia. Rest. Oh man, what the hell did that say? It was backwards. I think it says something. Yeah, it says something. What's it say? Perceptive. No. Oh, this is tough. Perspective shift. There we go. Thank you. Perspective shift. Huh. All right. We're shifting perspective. I could have just let it roll. I could have just let it roll. Harmony's judgment. I told you before to not... Or, no, I told you before. Right? It looks like sold. To not... continue. To not continue. Well, I'll show you something nice.
Maybe Lottie played this game before. I should have asked Lottie or her friends for help after all.
Mr. Lewis Eden, Township. We're at the arcade.
I should have asked Lottie or her friends for help after all.
T.A. Settle. Oh, Mr. Lewis. Hello, sorry, I can leave now. Oh no, don't worry about that. I'm curious, what are you doing here without Charlotte? Me and Charlotte had a fight, that's all. Why don't we talk about this in the back room? Isn't that where Nina died? A murder before Tia. Yeah, this is probably the guy. Lewis Eden, will you do as promised? You'll kill her. Oh!
I truly cannot do this anymore. Why can't somebody else deal with all of this? Why does it have to show me?
Township is creating a game around the events of the murders. Harmony appears to have played a Township game to try learning more. Wow. And that's the justification narratively we have for some of the things that we're witnessing. That's incredible. That is incredibly intelligent writing. Wonderful handling. You got the bear. Congrats. Are we the detective or are we Bill? Because now we're collecting another item. Going through this. Her favorite toy. Yeah. Guys, this is really good. This is really, really good. Narratively, creatively, obviously visually, this is top-notch work. This is engaging. It is impactful. It's immersive. Was the in-between episode with the detective a breather episode or something? I think it was simply allowing us perspective and understanding through a character here. Like a necessary in-between. That's not so much an in-between. That was a perspective shift that I believe was main cast in present day. Or, well, not present day. Obviously not present day. But wow, I love it.
Louis, can't you stop pulling me now? I don't want to go wherever we're going. I haven't felt my legs in a while now. It is cold after all. Can't we stop by my house to get some sweatpants and a coat? Why do you keep whispering to yourself, Louis? Can't you hear me? I don't want to go. Please drop me already. I need to go say bye to Charlotte.
There are so many projects, especially in like analog horror projects, that attempt to portray deeply impactful and scary things with simple graphics and little bits of animation. None of them have the impact of this. This is a series where what we just watched was so strong off of such simple, highly like pixelated graphics. This is masterful work. This is above bar. I might have to make a Nightmind main video after this. I might have to, because it's so powerful. Like, I'm gonna have to beat the shit out of the drum on telling people from Maine to go watch this VOD, because it's such powerful work that I need them to experience this and learn from it. I need creators to learn from this project. It's respected us as an audience. It has paced itself very well. It has created footholds of empathy and intrigue throughout. It's not trying to play spoopy, omniscient antagonist all over the place, while still allowing us to understand there is an antagonistic force at work here. There's pieces to put together and that stitch themselves in place if you're paying attention. And just by natural course of things, it's not overplaying its scenarios. You know what the hardest thing is to do when it's a grim, dark story that you're telling? Actually be felt for the seriousness of it and its beats, instead of people saying, ow, the edge. I have not once said, ow, the edge. I have actually felt, ow, instead of like, the edge. It's, I have no notes. I just have praise. Fuck, man, I have to make a Nightmind main video on this, don't I? I've got to. I've got to. Wow. Where do I even work this into the flow? I'll figure it out somehow. That's for fucking sure. I'll figure it out, but we're going to keep on going here. And the good acting. Yes, the acting. The acting, the creativity, the presentations. Oh. Oh!
You promised me that we'd live forever.
That was another corpse! Oh, the bugs!
You promised me that we'd live forever. Together. Now, if you really wanted to do that, just give up on that stupid thought of yours.
This party is so lame.
It's not that bad, just a bit too loud.
Jay, Ruthie, Charlotte, Nina. You know what I'm thinking now? I'm thinking Nina and Tia are the snowbirds, and Lewis is the wolf. Like, they both, because he was a friendly figure, obviously. This is one of those classic cases where if something happens to a child, the first thing that is investigated is, did they know their assailants? 9 times out of 10, they knew who it was. Lewis Eden, Mr. Lewis, probably ran the arcade, which is why he had access to the back room, which is why Tia recognized him. That's how he was able to strike. Nina was a girl first murdered by Lewis, it seems. Oh my god, was that Nina's corpse at the beginning of this? Yeah, it must have been Nina's corpse, because that was absolutely Tia being dragged. This is so powerful.
It's good, though. And plus, we haven't had the whole community together in a long time.
Do you guys want to play Truth or Dare?
I hate Truth or Dare. You guys always make me do annoying things.
Shut it, Rufy. What about you, Nina? You want to play? You're the birthday girl, after all.
Yeah, okay.
I'll start. I dare you to pick up Ruthie and bring around the whole arcade.
On it. All done. Now then. Anyone else got some cooler dares for me?
Yeah, you like Ruthie? In the special way?
Called it.
What kind of question is that? Did your parents strap you as a baby or something? Obviously, I don't like her like that. Fine, then.
Yeah, and Nina's birthday. Yes, on her birthday, too. We do have evidence from earlier in the series that something happened on somebody's birthday, and now we know why.
Dare you to lock yourself in that back room way back there for 30 minutes. In the dark, with no lights. Let's wipe that smug smile off your face now.
Oh. Blame Charlotte for that. Okay. Oh my god.
Who are you?
Jesus, creepy little asshole.
To call me that sounds like a reflection of your own character.
Whoa! Holy fuck! Can you hear me? Where's the microphone on this thing?
Here? Yes. I hear all that goes on within this arcade. Children screaming, adults drinking. But enough of that. Enough about me. What is your name?
This is so fucking cool! Holy shit! My name's Charlotte, big man. What's your name?
Charlotte? It is a lovely name. My name, it was King, I suppose. My parents named me that as the one who would conquer my weaknesses, and theirs, as they put it.
King. You've got a cool name, too. So, you've got coded parents or something?
Code.
not quite. I struggle to find a place to begin explaining quite what I am. You have asked many questions, and I believe it is my turn. Do you perhaps know of Ruthie? She may hide her last name and dodge from questions.
Oh yeah, Rufy, she's like my best friend ever. Why? You know her? Jeez Louise. Really accounted for everything.
Ruthie with a friend. That is wonderful. You've brought me good news, and that should keep me out for the time I'm stuck in here.
Who's got you stuck down here, big man? Is there a quest line I gotta fulfill?
Ruthie hasn't told you a thing, has she? About what happened to her family? Or anything else? Explaining it would be, well, tiresome. Rather, I will walk you through what happened that day. Her dear older brother. She cried for his help, rushing to the room before realizing something was terribly wrong. Her brother was holding a knife, blood dripping from the end. It seemed he was waiting on the young girl to appear, so he could finish her off as well. Ruthie is an ignorant fool. You should know this by now. She still had hope for her brother, hopelessly committed to his goodwill. She cried out,
What was that? She cried out, "Did you kill the man who did this?" Wow. The arm on the left was a mirror. Wow. The creativity never ends. The storytelling never ends. They didn't all die, right? Oh, the butterflies seem associated with dying. There are 3 roses here. Wanted. Okay. Charlotte, will you go out with me? Oh, crushed by a moon? Come and fight me. God.
Looking towards me or the girl. I'll kill her. That is your only warning. Oh my, are we about your friend? Hey, Charlotte. You alive or what? Oh, she's fine. You don't have to worry about her. Now then, to be blunt with you, you're gonna kill Goofy. I came up with this game while I was having my afternoon rest. Don't you find it fun? Taking so long. Oh, that's right. You need motivation, of course. Alright, if you don't, I'll kill all 3 of you. But if you do, your prize will be your life as well as dear Charlotte.
Oh.
Quick line, Christ! Feels like nobody here likes to have fun anymore. I'm giving you another chance. I'll sweeten the deal, so if you kill her, I'll let you guys go, and I'll give you little hints as to who I am. That way you can relish in the sweet and sweet revenge, no?
Oh. Wow. Yeah, it's Lewis. It's Lewis. He was a very active serial killer. Unless it is King. Yeah, which is why he would need the mask. Right? Right? If it's King, then he set up Lewis by using the arcade. Yeah. Yep. That would fit. He didn't wear it at the arcade though, right? He wouldn't have needed to. He would need to in a situation with his own sister. Which is why he offered...
Taking so long, then, to be blunt with you. You're gonna kill Ruthie. I come up with...
He put it in somebody else's hands to kill Ruthie. Right. Yeah, in the website, episode 2, Ruthie killed King in self-defense after she discovered he killed their parents. What I'm thinking is that King became an Umbra and latched onto Lewis to continue his sick game, which is why it shows what very much appears to be Lewis, but it's King as he's coming across. An Umbra. So it could be a possession case, yeah. Because trying to keep track of things, I'd forgotten Ruthie. Yeah, Ruthie killed King in self-defense, so... Rat snack? Was that a rat? Yeah. Okay.
You killed her.
favorite story, huh? I guess Little Red Riding Hood. Brings back a lot of nice memories from when I was younger. Mom and Dad used to dress me up in the Little Red Hood with a nice basket. Halloween was always so nice. For the candy.
Yeah, oh fortuna.
My bullies? Oh, right. Well, it's probably because of Charlotte. She's always really quick to get physical, and since I'm a whole lot weaker than her, you can fill in the dots. But I totally would have won if they let me get the first punch. Charlotte taught me how to throw a really good one. What does my sister smell like? Not onions. She smells like rain? She has a pretty special smell. I can always tell when she's around, you know?
Masked man.
How tall am I? Well, below 4'10" right now, I think. But Charlotte's so tall, I'm due for a growth spurt any time now. Music? Oh, I love classical music. I used to be a pianist, you know?
These
and
are
I
questions
sing sometimes too. Maybe I'll show you all sometime.
that appear to have been sent in to Tia in
I don't
some
really
form.
watch television, but I do listen to the radio when my mom drives sometimes. Dad thinks the radio is too noisy, so I don't bother around him. My favorite? I like anything blueberry, berry blast, berry something. It's been so long. Oh, and cotton candy. The best word ever is howdy. It's also what I use to greet everyone. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Howdy, partner. I say it so much Charlotte started pulling my hair down every time I would. I do miss her sometimes. I have company here, but it's never the same. If you see her by some chance, could you say hi for me? I hope she hasn't forgotten about me already. Oh, we're out of time already. Hold on. You'll be back, right? I'll see you later.
Wow. This project is so good at making the viewer care about the characters, not just skipping straight to the violence. Very agreed. Very agreed. And that's such a crucial element. And even with the little that we get with them, it works so well. You can tell the focus was on telling a story, conveying a story. And I can't even say telling because there's been so much proper showing and conducting. Like, this was not somebody who was super eager to get to the rah, 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 and bloodstains everywhere. It is so well timed, well paced, that when it lands, it hits, it hurts. It's nasty, it's awful. And it's because of all the treatment on the way up. This was so well composed. Whew, man. How are you kicking this much ass? How are you kicking this much ass? It's a hospital bed. You don't have a choice, so get that out of your head. I'll make you live. You don't get to selfishly die here. You will know the truth. Car ride with aunt. Piano with sis. Date with her. Memories or dreams.
Someone is leading me in my dreams.
Every time I think I'm going to wake up, that damn music plays, and I am in another awful nightmare. Some dreams are better than others. Some are memories I kill to relive, and some are torture rooms where I sit there waiting to die. Every now and then I'll have a useful one. Something that's not complete nonsense. Something that I can get a message out of. I see certain figures in the dreams. Certain people that can only live in these hellscapes now. My mother. The more I write, the more I remember her, but this is going to go away once I wake up too. Right? I can't remember who did this to me. I can't remember his name, but he looks so familiar.
There's the mask.
I'm sure I'll remember when I wake up. For now, I'll write down everything I can remember from previous dreams. A grave in the snow, with 2 people behind the arcade. Promises of rebirth within that grave. My mother's warnings, and various voices telling me the opposite. It's all the specifics I remember. Every dream had one thing in common at least. At the end of every dream, she was there. Always there. It's always her. She's always standing with that irritating smile. It pierces through my head and forces me to remember. It hurts so bad. Even when I can't see her, I know she's smiling. I know it's her there. It's always you, Nina.
Nina. Okay, yep, that basically locks in Bill as the father. It was like 90% there, but I'll take that for the 10%. No. And ended up in the hospital. What was that? It's just the same thing stretched out. Okay. Nina Eden, Lewis's sister. Do we have 2 cases of brothers attempting to murder sisters? Sister or daughter, that would be... Okay, let's run that back, actually. She's what showed up on the Windows log-off screen. Ah, ha, 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 yes, because of the eyes. How romantic can a murderer be? Oh, there'll be a VOD, yeah.
So how was your day?
Fine, I guess. You look really nice today. Yeah, your hair is well done.
Really? I mean, I did try really hard for it today. Since you called me out here and stuff, and since you were paying for once.
Mm-hmm. So...
Yes?
You've never told us about your family, you know? Not really. Why is that?
Huh? I did tell you about them multiple times. They're just busy all the time, so I basically live on my own.
But is that really the truth? I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just, you know.
No? Why would I lie to you?
You can tell me literally anything. I'm serious. I'm really sorry for showing you this, but I have no idea how to get through to you.
Why are you even showing me this? How did you even find this? This happened ages ago.
I had to confirm with you. After a recent conversation I had and a promise I made, I started digging a bit on your past. I figured you needed help. Real help from somebody close to you.
It's not. That's not my family. They aren't dead. I wouldn't lie to you guys.
You don't have to lie anymore, Rufy. I just want to help. You were such a great help when Tia went missing. But you helped me get through it, and we helped each other get through Nina's death. Just, please, let me help you through this.
Just shut up already. I don't need your help. I don't need anyone's help. Do you?
So this is after Charlotte talked to King in the game. Assuming that some of these dreams were happening in the past for her to have that interaction with King, yeah, which is what seems to be indicated by the previous video, is that around this time, Charlotte was actively having dreams related to all of this, which would be quite a wild idea that whatever was possessing King, or if it's just King's spirit itself, did have that interaction and showed what happened, which then resulted in this confrontation, attempted intervention.
Do you really think
Why do you have to keep sticking your nose into things that have nothing to do with you? I only came to this middle of nowhere town in the first place to get away from my life after it all happened. And now you're bringing it up again. And you're gonna tell Jay, and you guys are gonna ditch me like everybody else did. Like my aunts did, like my uncles did, like my cousins did. I already told you I won't leave you. And neither will Jay or anybody else. You know it wasn't your fault. You were defending yourself. You don't understand. I loved him. He was my brother. I loved him and I killed him. Even after it was done, I kept going. I didn't stop until his face was... I was so scared, Charlotte. I couldn't even tell what was happening anymore. And now, I live that day over and over again in my head. Every single day. I thought I could get away from it all by coming here, but then Nina died, and then Tia right after. We'll get through this together. I promise. Okay? You won't be left alone with these thoughts anymore. Are you serious? Even after everything I told you, you still want to be around me? I promise, Rufy. I love you.
Are you done intruding on her memories of my sister, Nina?
What? Okay. If it is King's spirit, then yes, we could basically tie it to moving on to possessing Lewis, who is Nina's father, and so under the possessing spirit, killed his daughter. Yeah, intruding on her memories of my sister, he said, right? Do a pretty good impression of my dad. Yes. Lewis was the killer under possession of the spirit that controlled King. Yep. There it is. There's the tie down. I have no idea about the crab.
Why don't we let water pass under the bridge? You let my sister die, and I took mine's retribution. It is only fair, no?
Meat tunnel. Two parasites.
Pandy, you left the door open again.
Hmm? Oh, Charlotte. I wasn't expecting your company today. You've really got to start knocking, you know. I don't have anything prepared to eat. Louis is out again. If you wanted to see him.
I know, he's avoiding me. It's fine. I heard him shuffling around down the hallway when I came in.
You know, I think I have a good idea why you've been trying to see my husband for a while now.
I didn't get a chance to give my condolences at the funeral. That's all.
I know the real reason you want to see him, you know. You can't hide anything from me. Not really.
What ulterior motive could I possibly have?
You want to apologize? It's okay. There's no secrets between us, Charlotte.
Yeah, of course I do. If I hadn't given her that stupid dare, she'd still be alive. I knew how badly she was afraid of the dark, and I took advantage of that. I'm horrible. I know he'll never stop hating me, but I at least want to do what's right for once in my life.
Look, you know Louis doesn't really hate you. I know it must be so confusing for you, for him to avoid you after something like that, and for this long. I'm not going to deny that he does partially blame you, but he doesn't really.
It just sounds like he hates me, and you're working around it.
They've gotta have the wrong impression, right? It's gotta be the wrong impression. It's gotta be that Louis, under possession, killed Nina. Come on, it's gotta be. But Charlotte thinks that however Nina died, it is her fault. Through some kind of probably asphyxiation, having an accident in the dark.
Goodness, I'm sorry. I've never been the best with words. What I mean to say is that Louis needs something to blame. He actively looked for it after her death. When he heard about the Truth or Dare game from the police, he jumped on it. And he still hasn't gotten over it. He's always been the type to run away from his problem. And for now, focusing on that part of her death has helped him run away from finding out who the real killer was. I believe.
Yeah, well, doesn't change the fact that he does blame me. And he's right to think that way.
Charlotte, it was a game of truth or dare. You were and still are a child. You shouldn't blame yourself for playing a game children play. You couldn't have known some madman would be waiting back in that room.
Okay. Maybe it's revenge killing, Anubian the 13th says. Sisona says, did he kill Tia in revenge? Could be. Alright, so it's not an accident. It's not asphyxiation. There was a killing in the room. Alright. It's still very likely the case. It was Louis, possessed by the same thing that took over King, which is now sitting right there playing Nina.
You need to forgive yourself too, Charlotte. You need to let yourself move on. By continuing to blame yourself, you're only doing a disservice to the dead. Your mother would have wanted you to move on. I just know it.
It's not that easy. I can't just move on overnight. I can't forget everything that happened, and I sure as hell can't stop blaming myself.
I know how hard grief is, how hard loss is, but death gives us a new perspective on people previously alive. A few days ago, I was doing the usual grieving on everybody here in the kitchen. And when I looked down at my tea, I saw the most miserable fake smile in the reflection. Tears began welling up, but then I remembered I had this same exact face around your mother at one point. And it was over the stupidest thing, too. Over the death of a character in some TV show. Your mother had made some comment calling me a crybaby, but when I turned to look at her, she had tears streaming down her face as well. I don't know what it was, but remembering that made my fake smile turn into a real one. It made everything just a little brighter, and it made thinking about her not so painful. One day, being by yourself, you'll look at the grass outside or the beautiful snow on the floor and realize everything is going to be okay. The world that was stopped by grief will suddenly start back up again. And looking back at those memories won't be so awful anymore. The memories you associated with their loss will begin to be associated with happy times you had when they were still here. One day, it will be the same for Louis. And one day, it will be the same for you. We all love you, Charlotte. Even Louis. If Nina was still here, I know she'd smack you and then pull you in for the biggest hug. She loved you just as much.
Wow. It's so good. It's so peak. It's so peak, dude. Yeah, Petty Fan, there's stuff I still gotta do with it. Oh, we Silent Hill now. Oh, a screwdriver. Holy shit. We have a project written on the level of a TV show's well-paced narrative reveals. This is classic intrigue, hinting and misdirection for finale payoffs. This is superb. Didn't the beginning mention something about Bill suffering for his sins? Yeah. From the narrative to the creative visual elements, the art direction, even the voice work, This is peak. We've been spoiled here tonight. We've been fucking spoiled. Alright. I'll quit holding up the rest of this, because we only got a few more minutes on it. And there's another episode on its way, apparently, from a community post 11 days ago.
Do you think I'm delusional enough to actually think I'm doing the right thing? Since that day, I could feel my thoughts becoming cloudy, growing foggier. Eventually, I couldn't get anything past that fog. Oh, but don't think I'm making excuses. Despite all that, I still remember everything I've done. I mean, I should feel awful for what I did to you, but I can't. I tried, I really did. Truthfully, Charlotte, I hate you. Past the facade of a lunatic, I hate you, and as a grieving father, I hate you. And yet, I can't help but pity you. If only you had chosen Ruthie, I'm sure she wouldn't have been killed. Your father would have spared her, wouldn't he? Why, Nina Charlotte? Why her? You brought yourself into this mess, and you will see to the end of it. Eventually, I'm sure you'll come to find yourself wanting to kill me. Get revenge for everything I've done. Maybe then at least one of us will be free from this hell's existence. Or maybe we'll end up like some of our friends. Who knows? All I know is that neither of us are going to heaven, if you believe in that anyways. After all, you left your friend to die in the snow, didn't you? I'll be waiting for you, Charlotte.
Wow. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I have to do. Alright. You know how... Alright, so the Nightmind main thing is always one of two things, right? Okay, or always one of three things. Well, kind of, sort of. Usually it's one of two things that I do. First thing that everybody knows me for is long form, the project is completed, we will go through it kind of dives. Real long stuff, right? And another thing that happens is active project, here's the thing, it fucking rules. Here's my talking you through a good third of it or half of it. Now go off on your own. And that category works for stuff that's new and active. This is almost done, clearly. But it's still active. I need to make a 1/3 or so video. And then just send people off. Because I cannot, in good conscience, do a scripted Nightmind main video all the way up to this point. I would fucking rob people of the experience that we have had here. I really would. It's gotta be like 20 minutes or so. You know, I just gotta get motherfuckers in the door here. Is night vision coming back? It's kind of night vision. Yeah, it's kind of night vision what I'm gonna do here. Now that you're saying this is gonna finish when you're in the middle of making the video, calling it now. Yeah, which is a lot of what fucking happens to me. Which is what happens a lot. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care as long as I get asses in seats for this project to experience it themselves and be there for the full finale. Which, you know, we will, as a special group, come around and watch this ourselves. And I guess we'll upload that as its own VOD. just for the continuity so we can have that together. But from Nightmine Main, no. I need to make a video, but it cannot be all the way up to this point. That ain't cool. If you see it in the VOD, okay, you see it in the VOD. But yeah, I know what to do now. I know what to do. This is how we're gonna do this. I gotta send people over to this. I've got to. Especially because I can prove my points on how good this is and how quality it is with just a few episodes. And then the rest will keep proving itself. 11 days ago. Hello all, I finished the script for the next episode. Also to note, I started a second shelf for unrelated, unconnected videos I just felt like making. Why not? Why not? Do you think that was Lewis talking to Charlotte during her coma following her early departure attempt? Yes, absolutely. That seriously appeared to be the case. But, wow. All right. Dude, wow. Fucking wow, what a treat. Ha ha ha! Oh man! Oh man. So I'm gonna get, well, I'm gonna get the VOD up. I'm gonna do what I need to do with this, hand it off to Moone. That edit will come, and then that will be out next week. Yeah. If you came in late and you're interested, Alfie's crowd, Fred's crowd, anybody who came in here, our previous raids, thanks for sticking around. And if you want to see the whole thing in its context, wait for that VOD next week over on NM Live on YouTube. I'll have that out there and I'll share it on socials. Again, my blue sky's up here. That's where I'm way more active now with just everything. And also, it will be a whole boost to your online sanity and hygiene to go over there instead for the majority of your stuff. What a fantastic series. My God. Moon, how are we going to work this video into the plans with everything else that we're handling right now? Thank you, everybody, for coming by for this episode of Nightmine Live. The AD will be up soon, and I'll see you soon as well. Did somebody take that info from us? The camera fell! Abracadabra, abba unana. Abracadabra, morta ugaga. You do not recognize the bodies in the water.